Good morning, first grade. Okay, today we are going to wrap up our little leaf project. Okay, I asked you to grab a pair of scissors and something to color with. So I chose these great Crayola markers. And what I have in front of us are our primary and secondary colors that are all kind of mixed up. So before we even get started on the coloring, okay, I want to divide these into our primary and our secondary colors. So if we remember to our last project, our primary colors are red, yellow, and blue, leaving our secondary colors green, orange, and purple. Now, when we go to color these in, we are going to be using our three primary colors for our leaves, and then maybe our last leaf, because we're missing a color for this, we can use brown because some of the leaves are changing colors now. Okay, so let's get started. You don't have to do this in any particular order, but I'm going to start up here. I'm going to color in this leaf red. So you can just hit pause. This is a video that you don't need to watch the whole thing. You can hit pause and fast forward because you're going to know where I'm going. Okay. So here's a leaf that's colored in red. The glare from these lights make it look kind of funky. If you want to use watercolor paints, you can use that. If you want to use crayons, you can use crayons. This red is running out. That's why it looks like I have so many ghost holes. Let's see if this one is going to work any better. Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. You know that I don't really like using crayons in my videos only because crayons are super shiny and they reflect off the lights that are above me. Okay, that looks pretty good. So our second primary color that we picked was yellow. This is going to come out looking super light. Okay. Once again, hit pause. You don't have to watch me coloring in a leaf. It's just silly. And then our last primary color was blue. What a lovely blue. I hope everybody is ready for Halloween. You have your costumes picked out, candy picked out. Getting exciting. Can't wait to see everybody here at Kings Road on Friday. All ready for the holiday. Aslan and Finn, my kids are ready to go. Let's see, here's brown from my last one. This is that leaf that's changing color. I should have put on some Halloween music while I was doing this with you guys. Done. Corner. Boom. Okay, now we're done with these. Let's talk about our three background colors. Okay, so there's some that are going to work better with others. Okay, if we put our purple and our blue together, that might be kind of dark, and if we put our orange with our yellow, that might be kind of light. So we can work with these on complementary colors. Complementary colors are colors that are across from each other on the color wheel. That's like 5th grade stuff. You don't even know that yet. But I'm getting you ready for the SATs, so there you go. So I could pair red with green. I can pair this orange and blue and this purple with the yellow. Okay. So back to where we were. Friendly reminder, I like to give myself like a nice little border around everything before I start coloring, because sometimes I get a little cray-cray when I'm coloring, and I need to give myself a little border. Even up the sides where they're going to meet the other color, because we're going to end up cutting this out. Once again, if you're coloring with me, just hit pause. You can fast forward to the next color. You don't need to be watching this. But if you are, hello. I'm going to turn my paper. Okay. Now, I had red and green together because they are across the color wheel from each other. What was across from, did I say was across from that blue? We have a basketball team and a baseball team that uses these colors together. If you're thinking Mets and Knicks, you are correct. Blue and orange work really well together. So here I go, give myself that border. Ooh, the lolly. Go. Last one, or no, second to last one. My fault. I'm going to turn my paper this way because that's going to be wet. This is kind of wet. I don't want to get marker all over my hands. We're going to use purple and yellow. A couple of teams, or really one team, comes to mind that uses the colors purple and yellow together. Give you a hint, it's a basketball team. Pretty sure they just won another championship. LA Lakers. Purple and yellow work really well together. Is that dry? Not really. So that's not really that dry. So for me, because I don't want to get my hands dirty, I don't mind, but I don't want to get I don't want to smudge the marker. So I'm going to put a piece of paper down. You can try that trick. Pretty handy trick. Okay, now we have one last color to work on, and that is our fall leaf, our actual fall leaf. And to be honest, because it's such this brown is kind of a dark brown, so I'm going to use a yellow on here just to see if I can brighten it up a little bit. That looks good. Last little corner. This yellow comes up like almost non-existent on the video, but it is definitely there. It's so light that it doesn't even look like coloring. Funny how that happens. Okay, boom. Now, if you're finished like I am, the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to cut these out. So I've got my handy pair of scissors. Remember a couple of things about cutting. We want to always cut away from us. We want our thumbs, there it is, thumbs to be up. Okay, we don't want to turn our hand like this. We're going to cut in straight lines. So I'm cutting right down the middle of our paper that we drew that first line on. Perfect. I'm going to turn. I'm going to cut across this way. So now I could line these up in a nice straight line. If you have construction paper at home, you can line these up any which way you want. Here, if we were doing this at school, I would have had cut out like a nice long skinny piece of paper and then we glued them all on there. Okay, so that is our primary and secondary leaf project. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, feel free to email me if you need any help. Okay, have fun. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you later.